bit about Portugal recently, but I did put up a post that explained not my reasoning for being here necessarily, but just the fact that we didn't take the decision to travel here lightly. We have been thinking about whether we would or wouldn't come since February basically. For ages we decided we weren't going to come, but then the Portuguese government said that they would welcome British people in Portugal. Well, not necessarily British people, but people coming from England.
The Portuguese government do need people to still come over here because tourism is such a big industry, and Portugal has suffered from a big recession in the last decade. So, you know, as nationals, we obviously felt like the risk is relatively low, and you know, we're in a remote part of Portugal where the cases have been way much lower than where we are in London. We're taking all the necessary precautions, and that's how we came to our decision basically.
We aren't staying at a hotel. We are eating at restaurants. I'm not going to pretend that we're not, but as much as possible I'm going to eat outdoors. Because we are seeing family, we do have to be extra careful, especially for the first week or so, because we don't know if maybe we could have caught something on the flight or anything like that. We were super careful on the flight. I disinfected everything. Yeah, so that's basically my little intro, I guess, to us being here. We are here for an entire month, which is quite a long time. I'm here for an entire month, but Mike may be going home early because currently we have to quarantine when we go back to the UK, and Mike has to go back to work sooner than I do. We're still very lucky that we're having a holiday this year. I know a lot of people aren't. So I hope you enjoy the videos from here. They're going to
cue the music.
by the way, is that we keep all the shutters closed because it's so hot in here, but we are going to open one shutter. So the plan for this afternoon, it's not even midday yet, but almost 10 to, is we're going to go have some lunch with my auntie. She's got a lunch break from 12 to 1. We're going to, I think they'd call it like a tapas restaurant, but tapas is Spanish. In Portuguese you'd say petiscos. And then Mike is going to get his like Portuguese paperwork sorted.
By paperwork she means an ID card, not like...
Oh, yeah. His ID card and his passport, he just needs to renew that, and it's just so much easier to renew it in Portugal than it is to renew in the UK, which is saying something, because doing anything like that in Portugal is also very difficult, but it's just the consulate there, it's just a bit tricky. And that is the plan for the rest of the day, well, for the rest of the afternoon, and then we'll go sit by the pool. I'll show you why I'm doing the pool later. So, considering we're in this little teeny tiny town, we've had to park super far up because all the parking spaces were taken. Let's hope the restaurant isn't busy. Okay. So I've done absolutely zero vlogging of our food. Actually, I did film the muelas. What are muelas? Do you know, babe?
Some sort of chicken gut thing.
Yeah, I think they're chicken stomachs. They were delish, and lunch was quite nice. We're now really randomly picking up some boxes that I sent from London to Portugal via a man who does deliveries, and we're just picking them up. This view, and look at how many clouds there are in the sky. Just this one little sad cloud by itself. This is also a post office, and I think it's quite a nice post office. My little dress, by the way, is from Matalan. I quite like it. It's quite long. I wish this was slightly lower cut, but I'm considering getting it tailored. Or I might just leave it, to be honest. It's nice and comfy. So we've got the boxes, and Mike is now gone to renew his cartão cidadão, which is his like identity card. That's called? I think so. I've decided to wait in the car, which is honestly probably the worst idea I've ever had in my life. I don't really like having an idle car, so I'm trying to just not boil in here. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm gonna turn the car on. Okay, my door's open. Find out what the temperature is. I think I have to put the clutch down. Is that what it's telling me to do? Okay, it's 31 degrees here, so it's pretty hot. But I've got a nice view. I'll show you my view. I thought I was just going to casually wait in the car, but Mike has summoned me. Sent me a message saying, please come here. So I'm going there. Why did you spot me? Mike just went to get his card.
It's not very clear because obviously they've got all these procedures as you go in. Like the door was locked first of all as you're waiting. I didn't know like if they knew that I was there ready to attend my appointments. This is to renew my ID card. Anyway, waiting outside. Eventually get called in. Go through these like weird corridors to some kind of office-y kind of building. I don't know where I'm going. The lady didn't really even acknowledge my existence still. So I'm following her. Turns out I followed her like basically to her desk, and she looked at me. We stared at each other for a good 10 seconds. Like, what's going on? I don't know. She obviously knew or thought that I was foreign, as in like not from there. And I don't know if she thought that I was gonna do something or what. But
Yep.
Confused, and she was like, "Excuse me, could you go behind the counter, please, behind the plastic visor?" And I was like, "Oh, sorry, I was literally at her desk." Oh well.
That made me laugh. I just got out of the shower. We spent the rest of the day in the pool, which was fun. I think I said I would show you what I meant by pool. It's basically we've got like a large plastic pool. It's not like a built-in one. It's not ours either. It's at my aunt's house. But that was really fun. I just kind of wanted to relax. I've now had a shower, and honestly there's nothing better in life than a post-pool or post-sunshine shower. I started reading this, but honestly I'm only like 2 chapters in. I've sent like, I think about 15 books, and I hope I'm going to finish them in 30 days. In 28 days. It's day 2, and I'm 22 pages in. I don't think that's going to happen. We're going out this evening. We're going to have dinner at my aunt's. And then I've picked this little restaurant, this little bar, which is an outdoor bar in Chaves. It's called Ilha dos Cavalheiros. I don't think anyone's ever going to go there because Chaves is honestly the middle of nowhere. I have chocolate on my face, no. But it's my favourite little bar. It's got lots of outdoor space, and I just think it's a good place to go currently. So we're going to head there. Usually it closes quite late, I think, but I think at the moment bars are only allowed to stay open until either midnight or 2. I'm not sure which one it is. Mike and I are trying to get up as early as possible at the moment. And today we got up at 7:30, so I'm not sure I'll last till midnight. We'll see. Midnight I'll last. 2 AM, I'm sure. Please excuse my outfit. I like this, but obviously usually I don't wear straps with it. I'm just at home, and it's just more comfortable in this heat to wear a bra as far as I'm concerned. I know some people would disagree, but if you have a bigger bust, I feel like it's just more comfy. So plan for today is Saturday. It is mainly to tidy because I have kind of been tidying slowly, but I just feel like I need to do one last push. At 11:30 we're going to collect a bike. I want a second-hand bike. I'm a bit unsure if it was the right choice to get this one because it's got a little bit of rust, but it's a second-hand bike. It's kind of to be expected. Yesterday I finished this book called The Switch by Beth O'Leary. I enjoyed this. I did think it was a bit cliche and a bit basic, however it's kind of the book I needed on holiday. And now I've moved on to Ocean Vuong, On Earth We're Briefly Gorgeous. This is quite heavy, and I think it's maybe a little bit heavier than I want currently, but I'm going to push through anyway. The whole of it was very predictable, and I think you can do a light book without being overly predictable, and that's not too predictable. This I am enjoying, but I thought I didn't enjoy it more. I think it's just that I'm in the mood to read a romance, and it's not really that. Currently it's about a relationship of a mother and son. However, mum's kind of gone through a lot in the Vietnam War. And then The Switch is about a grandma and a granddaughter that switch lives, which I know does sound unusual and not overly predictable, but the rest of it is really, really predictable. But yeah, I'm now gonna make some coffee because yesterday we went to the shops. I went to Tiger. Mike needed some clothes while we went shopping, and I got one of these, I don't know what to call them, to make some iced coffee. So now I'm gonna make some iced coffee. There's no instant coffee. I wonder if I want to go all the way to my aunt's house for some. I'm gonna take my mug to my aunt's house to go get coffee. I need to find my phone. It's not even a long walk, it's probably like a 3-4 minute walk, but it's uphill and I can't be bothered. I'm not even sure I was going to be up here. Morning! I need the keys to get into the house. See to the chave de casa. I've got the keys. However, my uncle understood that I came here to make coffee. So he's like, make me a cup of tea. So now I'm making tea. So we've got the bike. It's in pretty decent condition. It's a little bit rusty on the handlebars.
It's easily sorted out.
Yeah, but it's a little project for Mike. Mike can start de-rusting because he told me, oh, it's easy to remove rust. So let's see how easy he finds it.
Well, it depends where the rust is, and the rust isn't on the paintwork, so.
Oh yeah, the paintwork is good. Very chuffed. She was like, you need to paint it, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to paint it. Like, I just like the original colour where possible. It's a nice bike. Mike just wanted us to have matching Peugeot bikes, if I'm completely honest.